banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of Rastan on the Sega Master System, a fun review that shows what happens when I stretch a 2-minute review into 7. Rastan! Sega! It's time for Rastan, originally released to the arcades in 1987 by Taito. Who doesn't love slaughtering waves of enemies as a shirtless, hulking barbarian? You're like Conan in this game, except Rastan, which is different than Conan because it's not spelled the same. Woo! Let's go, Conan! Rastan! They're so similar. Do you enjoy super duper old school side-scrolling action platformers? If so, here's a game for you. Maybe. Crom laughs at your 4 wins. And I laugh at my sheer incompetence when playing games like this. I'm terrible at old school action platformers. Rastan is not really my kind of game. I bought this years ago for cheap. It's still cheap. Almost everything on the Master System is inexpensive. I've got the fire sword. It's like Zelda, except bloodier. And obviously better, because it's on the Master System. But if you like these kinds of games, this one is tough. It requires a great deal of precision and respect for shirtless hulking barbarians with mullets. I think we also need to show some respect for the fact that Rastan also goes into battle without pants. He's like man without pants, but he never leaves his sweet boots at home. Just look at those boots, they complement his axe so well. As you play through Rastan, it's a pretty short game, by the way. Don't forget to pick up all of the extra weapons, they only last a short while, and get through each level as quickly as possible before nighttime and all kinds of other scary creatures come out and attack you. Those harpies are shirtless. Rastan has boobs, alright!
They're not boobs, I just work out a lot. Rastan likes to adventure.
And that's just what you do in this game, adventure and slay these same enemies over and over again. Rastan requires a lot of memorization. These games drive me nuts. I'd rather blow things up with spaceships. Surprisingly, Rastan is not on the NES, but you can find this game for the ZX Spectrum and the MSX computer, as well as some other old school computers. Interestingly, it has a slightly different soundtrack when played with the FM sound unit, although it's still not one of the better ones. Rastan wouldn't be my first choice on the Master System. I'd go with Alex Kidd or Shinobi. Maybe some Fantasy Zone.
Rastan likes Fantasy Zone.
That's good. That's you've got good taste in games. Did I ever tell you I'm very bad at games like this? Truly terrible.
Rastan likes Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Did they make a third one?
Yes.
Get that up into the right jump. Oh. That's okay.
Look, there's more breasts on screen. Rastan happy.
Woo! Rastan is a really short game. It gets difficult quickly, though. The hardest part is making a lot of the jumps. For whatever reason, the up and to the right super jump is really tricky to pull off.
Rastan still recovering from knee injury in high school.
Oh, what sport?
Chess club.
I've got to thank Rastan. You know, you've actually been a great help during this review because I couldn't find anything else to talk about for more than 30 seconds.
You should just let me do the show from now on.
That actually sounds like a great idea.
Look how surprised this kitten is when Puppy enters the room.
Oh, you want to make reaction videos?
That is one surprised pussy.
He's good at killing things. Bad at personal hygiene. You know what? I'm just gonna continue doing the show. Why don't you wear the R zone and stand over there?
What is the R zone?
It's the greatest thing ever.
I will wear this R zone. Whoa, I have entered the zone of danger. And I like it.
Alright, if you're gonna buy the game anyway, buy it through ClassicGameRoom.com. Welcome to the club. It's the Lord Carnage Club, where I thank these backers on Patreon by shouting their name in a volcano from within the zone of danger. Jeff Breyer. Jeff Breyer. Derek Langley. Derek Langley. Michael and Ariana Nelson. Michael and Ariana Nelson. Michael Fernandez. Those not named Michael Fernandez aren't Michael Fernandez. Steven Chucknick. Steven Chucknick. Al Stiver. Al Stiver. Rick DeBarros. Rick DeBarros. Jason Goy. Jason Goy. Sergio Matthias Hergert. Chip Sync Bale. Chip Sync Bale. Busy Signal. Still busy. Sean Zoltek. Sean Zoltek. Philip Strabenmuller. Phil does the dance of safety in the zone of danger. Jack Stavris. Jack Stavris. Ohad Kane.